The No Kings protests erupted across the United States on October 18, 2025. Millions joined to voice dissent against Donald Trump during a major government shutdown. The movement symbolized a stand against autocratic tendencies and a call for democracy. Protests swept through major cities, displaying a powerful collective call for change. While mostly peaceful, some incidents and rhetoric sparked debate about the movement's direction. At its core, No Kings was rooted in peace and solidarity, even as challenges emerged. During the No Kings protests, several incidents drew national attention for their violent rhetoric and symbolism. In Chicago, a woman mimicked the assassination of activist Charlie Kirk, sparking outrage. Another protester used a bullhorn to incite violence against ICE agents, alarming law enforcement. In Broadview, a child was encouraged to hit a Trump piñata, raising concerns about violent imagery. A viral video showed a man in an 8647 shirt, a veiled threat against Trump. These incidents overshadowed the movement's peaceful aims and fueled debate about protest boundaries. The instances of violent rhetoric during the No Kings protests prompted significant institutional responses. Chicago public schools, for instance, acknowledged the involvement of one of their elementary school teachers in controversial actions. While they refrained from commenting on specific disciplinary measures, the incident highlighted the responsibilities educators bear in public forums. Law enforcement agencies, including the Department of Homeland Security, initiated investigations into the more egregious threats. The focus was particularly on those advocating violence against political figures and federal agents. These investigations underscored the seriousness with which threats are treated, even when couched in protest settings. Police departments in cities like Chicago and Denver faced criticism for their perceived lack of immediate response to violent speech. The balance between maintaining public order and respecting free speech rights was a delicate one, often leading to public outcry when action seemed insufficient or delayed. The incidents also spurred governmental and non-governmental organizations to discuss the implications of protest rhetoric. The conversations highlighted a need for clear guidelines on how to handle violent language and symbols in public demonstrations, ensuring that peaceful messages are not lost amid chaos. The violent incidents within the No Kings protests quickly ignited widespread public reaction. On social media, debates raged about the role of educators and public figures in political activism. Some argued that these individuals hold significant influence and should therefore exercise caution in their public actions and words. Criticism came not only from conservative circles but also from within the protest movement itself. Many participants feared that the violent rhetoric would taint the legitimate grievances they aimed to voice. The perceived appropriation of the movement by those with radical agendas was a point of contention and reflection. Commentators pointed out the danger of allowing such rhetoric to go unchecked, warning that it could embolden individuals to act out violently. The discourse extended to educational institutions, with calls for clearer guidelines on the involvement of teachers and students in political protests. The societal debate underscored a broader concern about the state of American democracy. The events highlighted the importance of safeguarding peaceful protest as a fundamental democratic right, while also recognizing the need to address and curb violent rhetoric that threatens to undermine it. Despite the violent rhetoric that marred some No Kings protests, the majority remained peaceful, emphasizing the movement's underlying message of democratic defense. Peaceful protest has been a cornerstone of societal change throughout history, providing a platform for marginalized voices and catalyzing legislative and cultural shifts. However, incidents of violent language and symbolism serve as stark reminders of the thin line between free expression and incitement. When speech crosses into calls for violence, it poses a direct threat to democracy, which relies on dialogue over destruction. The power of words to influence action is undeniable, necessitating a conscientious approach to public discourse. The No Kings protests demonstrate the critical role of peaceful protest in effecting change while emphasizing the responsibility that comes with it. Ensuring that demonstrations remain non-violent is essential not only for the integrity of the movement but also for the safety and unity of the community. In conclusion, the events surrounding the No Kings protests reinforce the need for vigilance in maintaining the peaceful nature of public demonstrations. Protecting the right to protest while denouncing violent rhetoric is vital for the health of American democracy ensuring that it remains a force for positive change rather than conflict.